Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're well. So just very quickly, I'm in Dubai at the moment, so I'm not in my usual setup. Um, I'm not entirely sure if you can hear me. So if you can hear me, could you just put something into the chat? My mic's down here because I haven't got a place to put it. Hang on. Are you guys able to hear me? Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you, Lauren. So you guys, yeah, you can hear me. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is a little bit of psychology. It's when crypto becomes a villain in your own home. This is a very important subject. The reason being, everybody always complains about it. Everyone's always like, oh my God, like I have so many issues at home, blah, 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 blah. By the way, I will show you what's outside my window when I finish the live stream. So it's absolutely huge project. A huge topic, and today we'll be discussing parents, siblings, aunties and uncles, kind of inflow and outflow from here as well. So everyone, so money is already one of the biggest catalysts for family arguments and disputes and fallouts. Even in the most stable families, money can finances can divide families, and this is true whether you keep your money separate or not. Now, if you throw crypto into the mix, things can get messy really, really fast. Maybe family is scared, maybe they think it's a scam, or maybe they just don't understand it and they think you're gambling. If you ignore it, the tensions only grow. Arguments at the dinner table, side eyes every time you check your portfolio, consistent nagging. Oh my God, we've all been there. And suddenly, Bitcoin is not just an investment, or you're not trading it, it's a full blown argument. It's proper household drama. A lot of us have already been there. I've tried to onboard my own family, and I know many people in the chat have also tried to onboard their family. But what I've learned is the best way to bring your family on board is by leading by example, showing them a responsible way to invest and trade, demonstrating security and letting your actions speak louder than words. Education is the key, but when they see you're disciplined and thoughtful, it really does build trust. So today we're going to break down how to respond to the anxious mum, the father, the worried sister, and the joker brother, because I'm putting my family into it. So that's the kind of dynamics in my family. And obviously, your sister might be the joker. It doesn't have to be your brother, or it could be your mum, blah, 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 blah. And we'll see the way that they typically react and how we can survive it without losing our mind, our crypto, or our family harmony. So hopefully by the end of this live stream, you'll know how to turn a tense situation into understanding, jokes into respects, doubt into curiosity, and money stress into something productive. Productive conversations. If you're struggling to explain crypto at home, or just want to survive your family while investing, this is a live stream that you really can't miss. And just a quick note here, I'm not a financial advisor. I've said it a trillion times, but also I'm not a psychologist, so do bear that in mind. I do, however, have a personal interest in psychology. Okay, before we go any further, let's see who's in the chat. So we've got JR first. So welcome to you, JR. He's been chilling here for 2 days. Oh my God, JR's like amazing. We've got John Legend, who's absolutely amazing. We've got Chipper. We've got Carlton Way 1. We've got Mark Volmer. Hello, Mark Volmer. And then we've got our lovely Lauren. Lauren has her own fan club, which I absolutely love. Lauren, she's so amazing. She's so popular. Okay, so we've got Black Hat Team. Welcome to you. We got Army Piper. I was actually just on Army Piper's show, and for those people who don't follow Army Piper, oh my god, you are seriously missing out. He's one of the best YouTubers out there. And good morning to you as well, although I think it's 7 o'clock here. We've got Alexandra G, the mod queen. We've got Black Hat Team saying hit the likes, and we've got Crypto Coin Mindset. Hello, Keith. I hope you're well. Keith's lovely. We've got Trade Intuition. Bingo bango. Joe, I hope you're well. And we've got the lovely, lovely Harp. Oh my god, I absolutely love Harp. And then we've got Jessie. Welcome, Jessie. I hope you're well. The word crypto does trigger people. It does, yep. And we've got Robsy, my fellow Brit. He's saying hi to Lauren, who's also a Brit. Understanding how wallets work. I mean, it's all a thing. It really, really is. But I can tell you some of the things that I've done in my family. And if I'm completely honest, my family is a different type of family. My family is where money is really taken seriously. When we had money, when we were younger, we saved it. Now things have changed. My sisters are married to very wealthy men. So I'm currently at my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house. The other day, we went out to a spa. It literally cost, we had massages, facials. I got my hair done, my nails done. Sister had the same thing. It cost hundreds of pounds. And my brother-in-law did not even blink once, which is absolutely amazing. But when you build up to that level of wealth, you can treat your wife and you can treat her sister, which is fine as well. Do they never? Oh, you know what, John? Hopefully today you'll get some. Hopefully today you'll get some tips on getting people to listen, because I've been there. Oh, and we've got RS Miller. How are you, RS Miller? I hope you're well. And we've got Blocky. Good day to you, Blocky. Blocky's really busy. He's actually a fellow YouTuber. So I don't know if one of the mods can put Blocky's channel in the chat, that would be absolutely amazing. Oh, Jesse. Oh, bless him. Jesse recently broke his hip. I don't even want to think about it because I just go, it makes my skin crawl even thinking about it. I kind of feel like I feel his pain, and it's like, I'm a super empath, so I do actually feel people's pains. And we've got Kerry. Kerry follows me on X. And we've got Chris. Oh my god, Chris is from X as well. Hi, Chris. How are you? Chris is amazing. Okay, I'm just going down the chat. Okay, I've got to the end of the chat at the moment. If I have missed you out, please do pop in and say hi. So I can just shout you out. I love shouting out everyone in my community, and I actually take a lot of pride actually knowing who people in my community are. Okay, so this live stream is whether you live at home or whether you live independently. So when you live at home, money is messy. It hits differently. Every financial choice you make gets noticed. Parents might question your spending. Siblings might compare. And even small decisions can turn into big conversations. Privacy around money doesn't really exist when you're under the same roof. What phone you got? Why have you got the latest, I don't know, trainers? And how much were they? And they cost a lot of money. And I, for one, I don't like brands. So when my sisters bring handbags, and they're worth like thousands of pounds, I'm just like, why would you do that? Brands are so skank. Why would you? I don't actually know why people just walk around with, like, I don't know, Nike or Adidas or Gucci or whatever these, all of these brands. They're just walking advertisements. I just literally just don't do them. Like, seriously. There you go. That's me. That's me. So if that was my family, I'd be like, why did you buy that handbag for like £3,000-4,000? Why would you do that? You know, and I'm actually really chilled as well. But can you see in my own family what I'm like? And I think it's the same with a lot of other people as well. There is constant pressure that can weigh you down. I'm at my sister's house at the moment. We went off to the spa. We didn't batter an eyelid. We spent all the money because we knew my brother-in-law could afford it. But when it comes to my sister buying things, I'm like, why would you go and do that? They actually buy the latest cars. They've got the latest car in the UK and they've got the latest car in Dubai. And I'm just like, why would you do that? So I won't ever say anything because I respect my brother-in-law. By the way, I think he's like 2 or 3 years younger than me, but still I respect him. But with my older brother-in-law, I would never say anything to him. No way. Like we have a hierarchy of respect, and I just wouldn't. But when you're living independently, for me for example, you can feel stressed in a different way. So not only do you have your own rent, mortgages, bills, food, your own survival, it is freedom, and I have freedom, and you. A lot of people who live independently have a huge amount of freedom, but there is still that a bit of responsibility. If you mess up, there might not be a safety net, a family safety net to catch you. Now, if you add crypto into that mix at home, it can feel like you're under a microscope. Living on your own, crypto becomes a personal gamble tied directly to your financial stability and how successful the family unit views you. Family will still be looking through the window. It's just the way family is. And it's not just, oh, I'm not just saying that because I'm part Asian. I'm literally saying that because I know lots of different people and families always looking through the window. And it's also if anyone, I think the psychology of it is, it goes back to when we were living in caves. If anybody needed an emergency bailout or something similar to that, they will know who to go to. Either way, money has always been one of the biggest causes of family arguments and fallouts. And crypto does not erase or ease that stress, it magnifies it. Let's talk about the uneducated mum now. Okay, so mums, when you get into crypto, and you don't calm or educate her, she's literally a storm waiting to happen. Mums are emotional. They want the best of you. You will always be a child. It doesn't matter if you're 50. You will always be her baby. She will look at you always very, very differently. She's going to always assume the worst. That's how women think, by the way. And when you actually look into the psychology of men and women, which is something that I'm doing now, it is really mind-boggling how different they are. She will think you're gambling away your money, your family savings. It doesn't matter. You can have your own family, but mum's always there. Or throwing your money into a scam that she's read about online or she's seen in the newspapers. Or how many times was Bitcoin? How many times was it considered dead? Hundreds of times. So she's read that. She's read mainstream media, all the rest of it. Every transaction you made, every headline about crypto, everything becomes a personal attack on safety for the household. And that's where your mum's looking at. That's what your mum's looking at. So she will ask you questions constantly. Check your, if she has access to your accounts, if you're living at home, she might check your accounts or, ask you about your money in a little bit more detail. She could be stressed about every price drop if she knows a little bit more about crypto. If she's in there, it might cause arguments. She will guilt trip you. Women are master manipulators, and that's actually coming from a woman. And I didn't actually know how much we manipulate men until I actually started to look into the psychology of literally how women are on a day-to-day basis. Her brain, your mom's brain, is filled with gaps, with the worst case scenario, and suddenly your Bitcoin has become a threat to the family. She might not be like daddy. She will say it in a different way, but mum is mum. I'm just going to quickly have a look at the chats. at the chat. Now, because I'm obviously in Dubai, I've got one screen in front of me, and I've got my notes on a different application. Okay. Just going down the chat. Oh my god. Oh, shout out to you as well, Alexandra G. She's amazing. Super Lion. Oh my gosh, it's Super Lion. I know Super Lion for a very, very long time. I didn't know you were back in crypto. So yeah, it's great to have you here. Can you, if anybody has Telegram, Discord, or X, do follow me, especially on X, because I do post on there a lot. And then we have Dave Digital. Hello, Dave Digital. How are you? Okay, so I've just got to the bottom of the chat there. Okay, so that's the uneducated mum. So if you want to survive crypto, if you want to survive crypto in the home, calm your mum. Give her a little bit of education. That is absolutely non-negotiable. Otherwise, she will turn every crypto discussion into drama, a drama scene. And she doesn't do it to make life difficult for you. That's just the way mums are. Now, dads act differently. And when you look into the psychology of a father, it's a lot different. Dads act differently. They are more logical, they are more analytical, and it comes before their emotions. Without education, he would treat crypto like a high risk gamble, and he feels like he has to protect you from it. Expect questions like, why not invest in something real? Are you sure it's not just hype? What about buying some property, etc.? He may scrutinize your crypto journey, your crypto story, where you're getting in the information from, who told you this, how do you know it's correct? And he might compare crypto to traditional investments like stocks and shares or property and doubt your research. Unlike mum, he won't panic emotionally, but his doubt can undermine your confidence. Also, with dads, they want evidence, they want structure, they want responsibility. When you look into the psychology of a male, of a father, you will see these sort of things are repeated again and again. You have to show him research, long-term strategies. You have to show him discipline, risk management. Without that, he will become a resident voice of doom in every crypto conversation, constantly reminding everyone of the potential losses. Mums and dads are very, very different, and you have to deal with them differently. And let's come to the uneducated sisters. Now, I've put it as in my family. My sisters will be more anxious. So the worrying sister instantly imagines worst case scenarios. Every coin you buy is a disaster waiting to happen. She will stress over losses, unlike the brother, by the way. I'll come to the brother. And she fears that your actions could hurt the family, whether you're living at home or whether you. Her default line, you'll lose it all. Are you sure? Do you know what you're doing? She may obsess over headlines, monitor price changes, and even involve other family members in her panic. And this is very much what women do. We actually try to get the tribe behind us. Psychology is something so amazing. I think everybody should study it. I have to do it now because of personal life. But it's absolutely amazing. Your sister is protective though, but she is anxious. And if you ignore her, tensions in the house could escalate. The key with her is acknowledgement and reassurance. And men don't get that. With women, all you have to do again and again is reassure them and acknowledge that, acknowledge their feelings. Trust me, you ain't going to have a problem with a woman if you can acknowledge her feelings and you can reassure her. And that's not just in crypto, that is literally life. Unfortunately, a lot of men don't often take the time to do that. Show her that your investments are measured. Explain to her your risk management and include her in safe, non-stressful ways. Otherwise, her anxiety can overshadow your entire crypto portfolio. Um, Oh my God, Lauren, I can't believe you said that. Oh, I'm not going to put that on the screen. Okay, now let's talk about the uneducated brother. Now, in my household, when I look at the uneducated brother, I have two who are not educated in crypto, bearing in mind they have multiple degrees. One is actually a high-flying financial consultant as well, and he manages portfolios worth millions. Um, and he does know a little bit about crypto as well. But the younger brother, and this is mainly about my younger brother anyway, but on the surface, he's all jokes. When's Lambo? Are you rich yet? Even serious conversations become a comedy show at your expense. And it doesn't have to be harsh, if that makes sense. But here's the thing, underneath it all, that teasing, he's got the classic male alpha energy, and that's something that we don't often look at with our brothers. It's the alphaness, it's the male in them, it's all that psychology. He wants to see who's really making the moves, who's in control, and who's dominating the game. Brothers, they could be secretly curious about crypto, craving knowledge and insight so that they can flex their own success. Men often show their alpha drive through teasing, testing boundaries, and competitiveness banter. And this is how they engage. Ignored, oh my God, do not ignore the joker brother. Ignored, he'll keep joking, he'll undermine your confidence, and it will create a lot of tension. The tension will be ridicule, but also if he goes up to your anxious mother or sister, he will exacerbate her anxiety, if that makes sense. He doesn't have too much of an influence over dad. Dad sees right through him. The trick is play to his alpha instincts. When you're dealing with a man, you have to know that men want to be alphas. They want to be the biggest, baddest man out there. They secretly compete with everyone. Let him joke if he wants to joke. He will stay engaged. Let him laugh with him. But if you engage with him on his term, he will start to respect your crypto knowledge while satisfying his natural alpha curiosity to understand and conquer. Hang on, what did you say? I thought you were going to say something. Sorry, I thought it was something else. But yes. Okay, so with men, you've got to deal with them differently, especially with younger brothers or brothers. And bearing in mind his joking and ridicule, that can, if he takes that to mum or he takes that to the anxious sister, that can turn into a massive thing. So communicate with him with sarcasm. Otherwise, you can have devastating consequences. Now, because I am in Dubai and I am slightly worried about the internet connection, I forced my mom to listen to my pink pony. Oh my God, you guys are like so funny. Okay, with mums. Okay, so let's go back and actually let's learn how to deal with mums. So mums tend to be protective and emotionally invested. She worries about the family's finances and stability and the risks involved in something she doesn't fully understand. Her first reaction is often fear or uncertainty, and she may say things like, "You're risking money, this is unstable, blah, de, blah, de, blah." This comes from a natural desire to shield you, her baby, because she still thinks you're a baby, from harm. She often focuses on security, ensuring that money isn't wasted and that you're not falling into scams. So it's coming from a place of love. Her view of crypto is shaped by unfamiliarity with technology, caution from media stories about losses, and natural cares. To get mum on board, it's important to keep things simple and relatable. Compare Bitcoin to other crypto assets and other crypto assets to things she really understands, like gold, art, property, or traditional savings and investments. Show her that you're managing risk, only investing money you can afford to lose, and using proper security measures like wallets and two-factor authentication. Share small wins. It's important to share small wins with family and not go huge on them and overwhelm them. Don't exaggerate with mum, and never tell her any lies. She can see through you. She's been seeing through you for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Do not mess with mum. And obviously, once that trust is gone, it's gone. You can help us see that crypto isn't inherently dangerous. Have these conversations with her, reassure her that you have a plan and you're not gambling. That can go a long way. Once you have mum on board, you ease her anxieties, things get easier. Dad's the difficult one, because with dad, you got to know what you're talking about. Dad's to take a more analytical and spectacle approach. He's worried about financial losses, long-term stability, and whether you're being swept up by hype and you're not following his path, you're not following his route. That actually gets to a male father's, well, to a father's ego, to a father's ego. I know all your family's on board, Lauren. Oh my God, I actually know you. I know all of your family apart from your brother. They're absolutely lovely. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. The Pink Pony Club. JR, do you not know about the Pink Pony Club? We all know about the Pink Pony Club. Okay, to approach dad effectively, present clearly rational explanations, show him research, historical performance data, and how crypto fits into a balanced financial plan. Compare crypto assets to traditional investment methods he already trusts. Avoid hype. With family, do try to avoid hype, and keep the language subtle, if that makes sense. No crypto bros language. They don't understand this. Don't make it unnecessary hard for them. You're trying to gain their trust. Tell them about your strategies, your risk management, and long-term perspectives. Demonstrate responsibility, discipline, and he can see that you're not reckless in crypto, if that makes sense. With mums and dads, both of them, they will initially see crypto as a threat because it was not the way, it was not their way, it was not the route that they took. They don't know it, but their reasoning does differ. Mums are emotional and protective, dads are questioning, logical, and analytic. It all comes down to the psychology of male and females. The key to gaining their acceptance is communication, education, and demonstrating responsible behavior. The more transparent and grounded you are, the more likely it is that they will respect your decision and even support it. Nobody wants to go home for Christmas or Eid or whatever, or any other celebration, and have to deal with an anxious mum or a worried dad. When you come to your sister, who's also anxious, bearing in mind she's another female, so she's also anxious, she's also worried, she wants the best for you. So the sister is a family member who immediately thinks of worst case scenarios most of the time. She tends to stress about your financial decisions and fears, and you're making mistakes that could impact the family, whether you're living at home or you're living independently. Now, when you're living independently, it is slightly different because you're not underneath the microscope, if that makes sense. She's highly risk averse and protective. And even if she doesn't fully understand crypto, she imagines the potential losses vividly. To get her to accept your crypto involvement, apologies, it's important to acknowledge her concerns. Don't dismiss her. Don't dismiss any woman. It's not wise. It's not wise. So you need to show her about your approach, your crypto responsibilities, explain how much you're investing, how much you have, your total finances, something similar. You don't have to go into so much detail, but make sure she knows that it's money that is disposable, that you don't need for your rent or your mortgage. Show her that you're using secure wallets and exchanges, because we all, she's going to be worried about scams, etc. Discuss your risk management strategies and just be transparent with her. Transparency is the key, and it will calm her down, and she will see that you're not acting recklessly, and that worry and her worries are being taken seriously. Seriously, to calm down a woman does not take more than a couple of sentences, a couple of, an hour or something. You can easily calm women down quite quickly. Sometimes, or if you were to include her in your crypto journey, and you were to tell her things, you can make her really feel reassured and included. Oh my god. And then we've got the Joker brother. Now we all have. Who's got a Joker brother? Does anyone have a Joker brother? I've got a Joker brother. He loves me so much. In fact, out of everyone in my family, I am closest to my youngest brother. But he is who he is. He uses humor as his lens for everything, including your crypto activity, especially if you're living at home. Now, if you're living outside, he will still do it. He will tease you. With lines like "When's Lambo?" and "Are you rich yet?" etc. His sense of humor, whether it's conscious to him or it's not conscious to him, is often a mask, and he actually may be curious or even slightly impressed. Maybe he wants to get into crypto, but he doesn't really know how to ask about it. And he will express this through sarcasm and jokes rather than being serious. And this is actually quite a lot of men. Men tend to behave like this. He will downplay the risks, and he might even not fully grasp the potential gains and losses. He'll treat crypto like a game or a meme, and he may just use humor to go and cause more issues in the family, especially if he takes it to mum and sister. To deal with your Joker brother, or maybe it's your friend, etc., or whoever it is, a cousin, the best approach to deal with these people is to embrace their humor while slightly educating them. Respond to his jokes with small facts and playful explanations that don't feel like lectures. It's very important. You cannot sit with a joker, somebody who's sarcastic, blah de blah de blah, and give him a lecture. It won't go through. It won't go through with him. Sometimes just letting him see small concrete wins or interests in crypto stories can earn his respect without killing fun. The key is balance, and it's tolerance as well. You can't use an iron fist with everyone. And don't let the teasing frustrate you. You don't need to get him to fully understand everything. Just let him be part of the conversation, because that's pretty much what he wants to do. These Joker brothers, these males, and he's often hiding behind humor, but he will take it seriously if given the opportunity. Hello, David P. I hope you're well. Invite to what? Okay, what's this? Oh, well, let's have a look. I heard the best way to talk to women is to say, calm down, and add, you're acting crazy again. Thoughts? Yeah, if you want to slap. Okay, let me get, if you want to slap. So at the end of the day, crypto can be a blessing in the house, or it can bring absolute chaos. Sorry, what's this? Heart. Oops. Princess, if you were mad at me and I compromised by eating a cucumber sandwich, would that make it okay? First of all, I wouldn't be mad at you because I would be like, why is he acting the way that he has? I'm like super into psychology now. I don't think I'd ever be mad at you. But why would you not eat a cucumber sandwich? A cucumber sandwich is like the best. And yeah, I would probably be like, yeah, eat a cucumber sandwich. Seriously, cucumber sandwiches, and what you do to make them is so easy, but they're so nice. Just margarine and cucumber. And if you want, you can put a little bit of mayonnaise and it's lovely. Okay, so moms are protective, they're emotionally invested, she worries about the family, she's going to worry about your savings. Before you were born, when you were in her stomach, when she was pregnant with you, she planned out the next 30 years of your life. You're meant to be following her. You're meant to be literally listening to her all the time. And when you kind of grow up and you have your own path, some mothers are quite good, they can let it go. Other mothers, they stay in this very emotionally invested. She focuses on your security. She just wants reassurance that you're not gambling with money, your own money, or maybe if you have a family and she doesn't want you to gamble with that money. Parents always think that they know better, even if you're 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. Your parents will always be like, well, we know better back in our day. So again, to approach her, just explain to her what's going on, just reassure her, calm her, compare crypto to things like gold, property, traditional investments, and just show her you're managing risks. You're managing your risk and you're investing what you can afford to lose. Transparency is best. Do not lie to your mum. Your mum, she knows when you're lying. Dad, on the other hand, you're dealing with a male now, alpha male. It's his way, his highway. Why are you not following, my footsteps? Do what I'm doing. Why are you not listening to me? I know better. He's analytic. He's strategic. He's logical. He worries about long-term stability. Whether you're being swept up by hype, his thoughts are things like, this sounds like gambling. Why are you investing into something that's not real? Blah, de, blah, de, blah. He wants logic, he wants reasoning, he wants evidence, and he wants to see a clear risk management plan. And though he might not say that to you, but that's what he wants. So to approach them both, it is pretty much, you just need to reassure mum, and with dad, oh my God, look, it's my crypto dad. Crypto Billy. Okay. With the worried, anxious sister, we all have them, whether you're living at home or whether you're independent. She will always worry about you. She's like a second mum to you. And I have two anxious sisters, one older than me, one younger than me. And she will stress over things like losses, and she'll fear that you don't know what you're doing, because obviously, again, she knows better. Everybody knows better than you. If you come into crypto, you need to know that every single person thinks they know better than you. And she'll just think that you're going to lose everything, blah, de, blah, de, blah. And with her, the way to approach her is just to acknowledge her concerns. Very, very important. And the way that you acknowledge her concerns is, if she says something, say, for example, oh, I don't know if you're doing, I'm worried about this, I'm worried. Just literally, just whatever she says, if she says, I'm worried about this, just say, I know you're worried about this, blah, 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 blah. Use her own sentence, use whatever she said, just say that back to her and add a little bit on. That's how you can acknowledge her concerns. Show her that you're responsible. And show her that you're responsible. Explain to her small things about crypto. Transparency is crucial. She's just like her mum. She will be able to see through your lies. Men are a little bit different when it comes to things like that. Your joker brother, he's alpha, he's male, he's competitive. He wants to know if it actually works. If it does, he wants to get in there. What man does not want to be the richest badass man in the entire world? So your brother, if crypto is what what you think it is, he wants a slice of that. But because he's in a different position to you, he is going to play up. He's going to mask it by humor. He will tease you. When's Lambo? Are you rich yet? Brothers can be ruthless. They can gang up. They can easily get an entire army to gang up with you. They will go to mom. They will go to sister. Mom will go to dad. And before you know it, the entire household is like coming for you. He will treat crypto like a game or a meme, and he won't take it too seriously. But with him, you have to use his humor, embrace him with his humor, be playful, slightly educate him. Small wins with your sister and your anxious brother. Okay, let me just have a quick look at the stream. I will end it here simply because I am worried about the connection, the internet connection. Family will try to force you to take profits, absolutely. But why would they do that? Where is that coming from? That's coming from a place of concern. That's coming from a place of concern. Oh my God, you've made a little bit of money. Quickly take it out before crypto goes down to zero. We have the 4-year cycles. They don't understand the 4-year cycles. So when you add that, when you educate them, that's my niece and nephew. I don't know if you heard them. When you educate them, they will understand a little bit more. And yes, they will, because at the end of the day, family does have your best interests at hand most of the time. Unless you have a dysfunctional family, then this stream can't help you. Love the thought process. I'm really loving this stream. Oh, thank you, Joe. We got a crypto billion here as well. Okay, let me just quickly check the my crypto dad. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to end the live stream here. So I've spoken about the psychology of the mother, the father, the sister, and the joker brother. Obviously, the joker brother and the joker sister, it could be your sister might be the joker and your brother might be anxious. But I've just kind of left it as in what happens in my family. Next week, we'll probably have a Bitcoin adoption live stream. I do want to really talk about Nigeria, if I'm completely honest, and a couple of these grassroots countries. I've got a lot to say actually because I've been studying them. But until then, I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you. And thank you so much for coming on. Next week's live stream, I'll be back in the UK. So that's